On videos I referred to back from how to play. Today we're looking at how to play this game, Orchards. It's a card game by Flying Carpet Games. They have a few games, nothing that's too exciting for me, anyways. And this one's designed by Tom Harvey, who I suspect also did the artwork. I don't see any other information, I don't think, regarding that. Let me just double check the back here. Anyways, it's for 2 to 4 players, ages 14 up. Takes about 30 minutes. I suspect you could play this if you're a couple of years younger without much of a problem. In it, you get 144 of these fruit cards. The box, as I kind of mentioned, is ridiculously large for what it is. I hate when companies do that. Make a box that fits the game, not a game that will just fit in a generic box. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, in the game, you get 144 of these fruit cards: apples, oranges, pears, and lemons. I will put these aside. Each player is going to get one of each to start. And you also get these 18 buyer cards, which are going to be worth 3 to 5 points. And the actually, sorry, they're going to be 1 to 3 points as represented by the ribbons. And it says on the back what it is as well. The 5 is how many fruits you have to get to collect this one. So to get this one, I would need 5 oranges or pears. This one, I would need 3 apples or limes, but it's only worth 1 point. I go shuffle these up, and you're going to put out 4 of these as well. We'll just put them here. And then there's one more little setup thing as well, and that is you're going to take 4 of these cards, like such, one of each kind, and make a little box with it. And apologize if you can't see anything. That's set up for a review, and now I'm doing a game again. Anyway, so that's your setup. We got a bunch of 4-pointer ones here and a 3-pointer. Hopefully you can see that. I'm actually going to move these fruits over here so we can shift everything a little bit closer, make it more visible. So, in this game, you are basically going to be planting, growing, harvesting, and selling fruit to fulfill these orders and score points. You start off by having this square of cards, one of each kind, and then on your turn, what you're going to do is take one of these fruit cards of your choice. So maybe I take apple. Then I can either take another and then proceed to either claim one of these buyer cards from the market, or selling harvested fruit at the market, which lets you satisfy a previously claimed buyer card using fruit cards already assigned to the card, as well as any unassigned fruit cards in front of any player. But let's just go rewind back to the sort of the other stuff that you can do. So you're gonna draft one card from here, whichever fruit you want, and then you can take an additional one and skip ahead, or you can plant. Planting is when you take one of these cards and put it next to 2 cards. I cannot put this one like this. It has to be next to 2 cards, so like this, or whichever. And I put it there. When I do that, I'm going to claim this fruit that it's touching. So I would claim 1 lime and 1 pear into my hand. That's what happens when you plant. It has to be adjacent to 2 other cards on the outside of the orchid. Another thing you can do after that is you can grow by taking. So then, what we did when we took these 2 cards is called growing. So these 2 cards that they're touching, I put this apple here. I then grow these 2 and add them to my hand. That's what I did. So I apologize for skipping ahead there a little bit. And then you can harvest. And what that means is later on, let's say I go again and I put this one here, and then I take a lime and an apple, and then maybe I put this apple here. It gives me an apple and a lime. This card that is in the middle, once you've surrounded one card completely, you will take this card out and you can return it to the stack. And then you can harvest any you have of that kind. Only again if it's completely enclosed, and then you remove it. Any players who have fruit cards as a type, so any limes you have, you put face up in front of you. This player as well, if they had some limes, could put them face up in front of them. Then, once you've done that, you can either claim or buy a card from the market. As you could before, if you decide not to do any of this, you just take a second card and then you do that. You could do that if you have enough of at least one of the two fruits specified on the buyer card. And it must be harvested. You cannot have these in your hand and then grab one. It has to be harvested in front of you. So I harvested 4 limes, so I'm going to take this lime card and put it face up in front of me. And I'm going to take these cards and put them sideways underneath there. Another thing that can happen, as I kind of mentioned before, is you can sell. And so that is where you can sell harvested fruit at the market and satisfy a previously claimed buyer card by using the fruit cards already assigned to it, as well as any unassigned fruit cards in front of any player, not just themselves. But the priority is always going to be the active player's cards, whoever has the most desired fruit cards, or the closest to the left of the active player. That whole part I don't understand too much, but anyways, then you're just going to keep, and you're going to replenish this one as well. You're going to keep going, playing cards, collecting cards, harvesting, selling, collecting scorecards. I don't understand the whole selling thing and using what I'm supposed to use these cards to get this from another player. Like my opponent can use these to get this from me. I don't understand that. The rules could be a little bit better. Artwork, by the way, is by Philip H. However you pronounce that. This game came out in 2020, for the record. Anyhow, the game will end as soon as any one of these fruit piles is depleted. And the game ends immediately. Whoever's turn it is, they just don't complete their turn. And then everyone will add up the points shown on the backs of the cards in the scoring pile. And the most points wins. So then I would get 2 points, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. I believe you count these ones. Actually, you would count these ones, I suppose, is what it is. So I would get 8 points like that. There you get whatever. And that is that. It is an interesting little game. I do wish I understood the selling point a little bit better, but you don't have to do that. So that is the game. It's fine for what it is. It's just smooth plastic to discards. The box is way too big, but outside of that, it's fine. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.